Alright, YouTube Nick back with another video on this fine Tuesday, midday afternoon. Just was thinking that I need to get back on here and need to talk about a new topic today. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to this video. We're gonna move this channel to 1,000 subscribers and beyond, and we're gonna definitely move this channel forward. So what we're here to talk about today is Black history and how it relates to money. One thing I was thinking is that back in school that they never really talked about Black history correctly. They always talked about that Martin had a dream, Harriet freed the slaves, Jackie Robinson was the first to play in the major leagues. They always talked about the surface level stuff, but they never talked about Tulsa. They never talked about Tulsa, Oklahoma, where the white mob went and killed hundreds of people and dismantled hundreds of businesses during that time in the 1920s. They never talked about the riots that was in North Carolina in the 1800s, where the mob pretty much dismantled hundreds of businesses. I believe it was Winston-Salem, North Carolina. They never talk about that. They never talk about the economic stuff. You know, when you look at history, look at slaves. Slave labor was pretty much for economic profit and trying to get cotton, trying to harvest sugar cane and things like that. Slave labor was cheap labor. Marginal cost very low. Marginal benefit very high. They don't ever bring up those facts when they teach kids in school. You know, they never bring up redlining and how blacks couldn't get homes in certain areas in most major cities across this country. They never bring up so many facts about the economic costs that African Americans never received. It was hard for them to receive. They never bring up the fact that you know, after slavery during Reconstruction, blacks was promised 40 acres in a mule. 40 acres in a mule for thousands of families in the South could have had massive benefits on the wealth gap today in 2021, but they never bring that up. You know, it's crazy to think about, but it's something that in school they should definitely teach more about, is the economic cost that was hard to receive for blacks in the South during those times. So it's kind of hard to fathom nowadays that a lot of blacks couldn't get homes in certain areas. But when you look at a lot of cities in this country, where do blacks mostly migrate to? The south side of the city, south side of Chicago, south side of Atlanta. When you look at these cities, they was pretty much redlined from the beginning. You know, that would have been one major part that in school that it would have been good to pretty much bring up during those Black History months, when the one time they're really teaching Black history, to bring that up, because it'll definitely get in the grains of, okay, this is how I was, and this is real life. this is what you're going through today. Because once we're at school, we're going back to our homes, which it's in the mostly a black community that was pretty much redlined from the beginning. So, it's definitely something that is never talked about. That definitely need to be brought up from now on. Talking about Black history in this historic month that we have today. Definitely bringing up the good and the bad, the terror that black people have gone through, all for economic profit, all for rights. So case in point, when Martin went to Birmingham in the 1950s, and they said, okay, all black Birmingham residents that take the bus, we're gonna boycott this bus. We're gonna hit them where it hurts. We're gonna hit them where economics start. And what happened? The white people then said, okay, damn, the black people not riding the bus no more. They're not paying us money no more. Oh, what we're gonna do? We gotta change this. That paved the way for busing to be changed after that. When you hit them where it hurts, hit them where the pockets hurt, you definitely gonna let them wake up. So history has to be changed. Sometimes it starts with in the classroom, so young people can know where they came from and where we're going tomorrow. Definitely, please like and subscribe to this video. I just wanted to get on here because it's Black History Month. I just wanted to talk about things economic, financial, and it's kind of the story of today, what we're going through today, when we're looking at poverty levels for black people. Unemployment for black people is very high. We're looking at home ownership for African Americans are very low. We look at marriage rates for African Americans are very low, because they all go back to economics, they all go back to history of this country. There's a lot of work to do. We're gonna get it through together and go from here. Over and out, Nick Brown.